Hello folks, and welcome back to Jim's Shed to yet another video. Now what am I up to today? A couple of little things, right? There's one job I've been meaning to do, I suppose about over a month, and I finally got around to getting the parts today. So clue number one, I guess at this stage you know what I'm going to be doing, and it's on the Mini. We're going to change the this bottle here. I noticed some bubbles, little bubbles, and these have a tendency to leak and to split because they're in two halves that fuse together. And I got this today from a local BMW dealer, together with the cap. I think it was around, actually I have the invoice there somewhere, around 85 quid, I think, 85 euros. Don't buy these on eBay or Amazon. OEM is the way to go, especially with something like this. Other stuff, yeah, maybe, but especially this, anything got to do with, your coolant system and like that, always go OEM. Brake pads, same thing. You'll get 3 times the length of a set of brake pads if you go OEM as opposed to going to your local auto factors. And but with regards to this, she fits that way on the car, and it was around here I saw it bubbling, so I knew it's time to move it on. You don't get a new one. I also have coolant, G12 red. Look, you can put the other stuff in. I think this is the way to go, most German cars have that's the stuff to use. So also I have a new addition to the shed. Now that winter is upon us, I commandeered the patio heater from outside. So I installed it here in the shed, and voila, creature comforts in the shed, very important when we're in here on a black winter's night and we're doing a few jobs on the Mini or whatever, that we have kept warm, so yeah. So look, we'll get into it straight away, right? So the first thing is I've drained out the coolant out of as much as I could out of this. So I'm just going to put the camera here so you can actually see what I'm doing, and we'll proceed. So okay. Now I'll just show you a little kit I got myself a few weeks back. It's now this I got on Amazon, okay, and it's basically a kit for removing clips, and the one I need for the Mini, I think, is this one. So have a look there now, and okay. What I will also do is I'm going to add a little bit more light on the subject. So that you can see doing. There's no point in you guys not being able to see what I'm at. Okay, so yeah, stick that around there somewhere. Should be. Now, okay. So, suppose I'll get those pliers. See how I can. Okay. Now, right. There's still a bit of coolant in there, so rather than spilling it all over the place, I shall get this. Let me see. Yeah, won't use that anyway, so yeah. What could I use? Try this bio here. This is actually a coolant tester, believe it or not. Okay, we've got two, a red and a blue floating. So two is minus +5 to -15. That coolant is still alright, but you know, we'll okay. Slow way of doing it. Oh, well, we'll get there. Okay. Now, I just put the lid back on this, just to now. What sort of clip have I on that? Jubilee. Okay. Yeah, Jubilee clip. Well, we'll sort that out too. Now, let's put that over there. Let's see where we're going here. Yeah. Okay. Tighter than I anticipated. There's more than one way to skin a cat. So they are. Yeah. I'm just going to loosen that another bit. I am just a small bit, still a bit tight. Jubilee there. So now, okay, now we're on the bend. I think that Jubilee will be replaced with a new one when I get it off. Now, this is it. Okay. There we go. So, we managed to do it with minimum spillage, so happy days. I'll just let that drain away there and get a cloth and clean up the mess, which is minimum, I have to say. Okay. I'm hoping I won't have to bleed the system when I replace this. At least that's the plan anyway, so we'll see how we go, you know. In the meantime, I'm going to replace that Jubilee with a new one. So, should have Jubilees thus hither. Yeah. I'm going to show you these Jubilees. I'll take this one out. Now, Okay, that's the Jubilee that was in it. It's okay. That size is roughly could put that one on it, but I'm not a big fan of those Jubilees, I have to be honest. I prefer those ones with the blue cover on them. Look, you know, it's no big deal, you know, but I still think as far as I know, that's what's meant to be on it. But no, I'm going to put a Jubilee on it because I just prefer them, you know. Just not a great fan. I'd say the one that's on it is probably all right. To be honest, I'll just give it a bit of WD-40 in here just to you know, and I'll just free it up. Probably okay, you know. It is actually, yeah, it's alright. I'm going to put that one back in. It's okay, it's fine. Don't ever tighten the Jubilee clip with a screwdriver. This is just a gym shed tip, right? I'm just putting, you'll have to bear with me here. I'm just put the stuff back together here as I'm, you know, sort of working whilst, you know, just like everything nice and tidy, you know. Anyway, no, I'm not a great fan of screwdrivers on Jubilees, right? I have to be honest. Get yourself one of these. You get better purchase, you know. Plus, you can feel better the Jubilee's limitations with one of these. Some people use the sockets with the, you know, what is it? 7mm, I think. But this thing, I have that. I'd say I have that about 30 years, you know, and it's a great thing, you know. I don't like using screwdrivers on Jubilee clips. You know, you're slipping and you're, you know, so top tip, gym shed, get yourself one of them. All hardware stores have them, right? Anyway, on with the job. So we will commence the application of the new one. Just a great heat out of that thing, just lovely and cozy in here. Okay, so now if you notice, just undo this. I haven't, see that coolant still on the right. That's why I'm hoping I won't have to bleed the system, you know. But if I do, it's this guy here, that lad there. There's another one down below the thermostat housing. just down there, but look, I don't think we'll have to deblade the system, you know. So, okay, without further eloquence, we'll proceed to install the how to get it out? Oh, won't fit. Wrong one. Alright. Anyway, yeah, so we will proceed in reinstating. Now that is fully up, and we can proceed to tighten. So yeah, I prefer these this tool I have. I want to make sure I'm in the right position on the jubilee. Now, next job is my hands are wet, so I need to make sure that I'm nice and dry, you know, before I proceed to tighten. Yeah. Nice, and I just have another nice plot up here on the clothesline. My wife uses this shed in the winter time to dry clothes, and there's a clothesline inside the shed, so I have a little mop bucket there I use for mopping the floor, but I also have a small bit of bleach in it, and I use it to clean and wash my own clothes, and I then put them up on this clothesline, which is installed with gears in the shed, and it's used. She sometimes dries clothes in here, if you know, it's during the winter time, you know, so I also use it. It's handy for cleaning my little cloths, my little wiping rags, you know, so get good nice and dry, you know. So onwards. That's nice and tight there now. Yeah, brilliant, brilliant. So just one more for a look. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah. I also always have a habit of putting the tools back as I'm using them on little jobs like this, you know. That way I'm not running around looking for, oh, what do I do with the pliers? Geez, where are they? You know, I'm sure they're back in the box where they belong. So, yeah. Here we go. it. Great, they're great little yokes, these, you know. Yeah. Anyway, little ratchet on it. Okay. Now I have to fit it into its little lugs, which are like so. Yeah. Now, yes, brilliant. Away we go. Yeah, that didn't take long. Look at that. Brilliant. Simple job. Now, coolant application of the coolant. So, won't take much. 6-7 quarts maybe. Anyway. A small bit. Now, here we go. So, yeah, what I will say is when you're this is a great little device. It measures the quality of your coolant, and not expensive. You just put it into your coolant, fill it up, it being new coolant. You check how many is floating. Well, in this case it's 3 of them, so it's you know, you can see there the white, the blue and the red is floating. And you go down to the chart, -10 to -23, so obviously it would be because it's new coolant. So yeah. So yeah. Now, next job. This is can't stress this enough. This is the new cap, right? Make sure you get it on the right thread, you know. So, you know, that's right. I know the way that's going in. You know, it's nice and level, and it's don't over tighten. That's tight enough. I don't need to tighten anymore. Now, what will we do now? We'll start her up and see how she behaves. But first, we put the tools back. No. I don't know, 20-30 quid, I think, you know. Don't break the bank, you know. Right, now we'll start her up and see how we get on. Okay, keys behind it. Okay, so So, we'll give it a few minutes, we'll let the car warm up and we'll see how it's behaving. Okay guys, we're back. She's up to temperature, the fan has cut in twice and no need to bleed. 100%. Everything is good. So, there's no leaks. Everything is perfect. Happy days. So, but these cars, they run serious high temperature, you know. But, well, when I say high temperature, I mean no hotter than any other car. They heat up very quick, but they feel very hot, but it's just it's so tight in there, you know. The engine is cramped into such a small area, you know, and coolant is very important on these cars. They have to be, you know, and it's very easy to overlook. Check the bottles you buy on eBay are sort of see-through, which is a good thing, but that's all they're good for. They're not good for operational purposes or just junk. Get an OEM one, but always check it. Check your coolant once a week when you're when it's cold. Make sure that you're not losing coolant, because if you are, you know, these cars won't give trouble if you look after them, but they do require, you know, constant maintenance, constant, you know. That's why people love them so much, you know. But yeah, that's basically it. That's how to change water bottle in a Mini Cooper S. Yeah, next week I'll be doing another video. And I might actually drain the coolant and show you how to drain the coolant and put fresh coolant in. So in other words, flush the whole system. You see, you know, I have the coolant there, so might as well use it. So until the next video, don't forget to like, share the videos with your friends, you know, and subscribe. And there's a little bell icon up there. Hit that, so every time I release a new video, you'll be notified. Finally, guys, look, we're in the middle of a serious pandemic, you know, and don't forget, sanitize, wear a mask while in public. I think this is what, Friday the 16th. I think we're on the verge of another lockdown. It looks like they're calling it level 5 here with certain conditions, and you know, this thing is serious, you know. It's a serious pandemic and people are dying, you know. So look, obey all guidelines, keep your distance, wear a mask, only go out when you have to go out, and just be safe. That's all. That's my message, is be safe, look after yourselves. If you look after yourselves, automatically you're looking after others. You know, do the things the way they want you to do. Obey all guidelines and all that, you know. So until the next video, I will see you on the next one, and thank you very much for watching. Thank you and goodbye.